Welcome back everyone to Golden Boots, and today is my video review about the ADIDAS Predator Elite 2G 3G AG outsole, which means they are suitable for the second and third generation of artificial grass. So let's find out what they feels like. 262 grams for the boot in size 7.5 US 25.5 centimeters. It sounds heavy for some of you, but let me give you a comparison so you can see it's still good enough to play. That weight is equal to the X-Speed Flow 0.1 Turf, a model that many of you love, feels so smooth when running. The upper is still Hybrid Shot 2.0 with tri-skin rubber fins, but the material compared to the previous breast-dry colorway I reviewed seems to be just a little bit thicker and sturdier on the surface. I'm not sure this is the difference between the red and black colorway or between the FG and AG version. Overall, this material is still really soft to the touch. Thickness and flexibility is still guaranteed. Compared to the red one, the surface has become less waxy and no longer feels like a silicone phone case. One more difference that can be seen from the outside without needing to be worn on the feet, which is the boot form. In this AG version, the shape is wider. It seems to be easier to break in. In my opinion, this width comes from the outsole, so Adidas have to make the difference last for the upper. The toe box is reinforced with an additional layer of PU to shield the artificial grass, increasing durability in this area. It's very thin and it blends comfortably into the softness of the upper, so no sturdy at all. A standalone tongue, the collar as well as the heel liner are the same as other Elite pairs. I already made a video how to tie the laces to prevent the tongue from slide to the side. Please remember to watch it for a better experience. No external but internal heel counter. For me, that's just a matter of the look. As long as it feels locked down and padded, I have no complaint. And now here we come to the part that you are interested in and the main topic of this video, which is the outsole and the studs. One thing to admit is that this outsole is sturdy and heavier than the FG version. In my hand, at first I could feel it quite clearly. I'm sure it's more durable than the FG. There won't be any broken outsole, so you don't need to worry about the durability. Are these studs long or short? For me, it's good enough. The length is the same as the MG on Puma. There is a comparison here for your reference. The stability and feeling of less stud pressure on the bottom of the foot are really better. There are a total of 37 studs compared to 24 on Puma. Looking at the stud density, it looks like a tough outsole but made of plastic. The outsole is also thick. At first, I feel quite difficult to bend it, more difficult than the Puma MG. As usual, AG outsole does not have cushioning, but in return, the insole seems thicker in the middle and the heel compared to the FG version. Easy to put on because of a U-throat construction and a standalone tongue. Immediately comfortable around my feet and a little less tight than the FG version. Reviews from narrow feet people have shown that they don't like the form of this 2G 3G AG version very much, but I have wide feet, so being able to fit snugly in the boot from heel to toe is something I can still feel. After a little run test, I didn't have any problems with the weight at this level, but the thickness and the sturdiness of the outsole is something I paid attention to. It may take time. Up to now, I can say that I needed 4 games to break in these. In the first game, the outsole was not soft and I feel tightness in the upper, so the feeling with the ball was not good at all. After the second and the third game, the outsole is softer, but what I still felt were the tightness in the midfoot. In addition to that, I played all 4 games and I still felt the pain in my big toe due to the low toe box. So the fourth game I changed to the Mizuno insole, which is very thin and it feels very comfortable. It helped create more volume inside the boot, both the midfoot and the toe box. The outsole was soft, but the responsiveness was still very good. It was truly not waste of effort to break them in. The touch on the ball of the Predator Elite is something that can be criticized. The low toe box and the snug fit feeling, well, at least for my wide feet, and the softness on this upper gives a very quality feel. Not to mention the rubber tri-skin fins, impressive friction on the ball. With these, I'm sure you will like the material and love the feeling of each touch. There are no blisters, the lockdown is good. Some narrow fit reviews say that this AG version is wider from the midfoot to the heel, so the heel is not as tight as the FG, but that's not what happened to my feet. I still feel tight, no problem with the lockdown. The important thing is how you feel about this outsole. For me, I feel very stable and grip the feel well even when it's rain. When running, the feeling of stud pressure is not clear. There is no uncomfortable feeling of no cushioning even though I changed the Mizuno insole, but the running experience is quite pleasant. The outsole at the forefoot is initially thick, I admit, a bit sturdy for many people's legs, which is unavoidable. But once you get used to it, you will like it more and it will be more comfortable. Compared to the turf version, this outsole has shorter braking time. I completely feel okay now and I'm still feel comfortable even when I run a lot. But as usual, the field I'm playing on has a lot of rubber bits, so it feels good on my feet. I only use this pair when playing on this field, and here is another example. The artificial turf here is very old and shabby, so when I run I didn't feel the softness under my feet, especially at the heel. So with a structure like this, it is also very important to research the surface of the field you're playing on before you buy. Luckily, I usually play on a pretty nice field. So good on feet when shooting or passing, it's easy to get used to. The boots hug my feet so it's nice, and the rubber fins are still the same as usual. The friction makes the difference when using the inside of your foot. In conclusion, the Predator Elite 2G 3G AG, I personally feel good when playing on Vietnamese artificial grass. I like it better than the Puma MG because there are more studs, so the stud pressure is also less. Even if I play 3 games a week with these, I still don't feel worried about my knees. The running feeling is better than the Puma MG because the outsole at the forefoot is thicker, so I feel more responsive here. Compared to the Predator Elite Turf, this AG outsole is much easier to break in. After a few games, it will become softer, while the Elite Turf version, I don't know when it will become completely broken in for me. Once again guys, don't worry too much about the weight. 262 grams is equal to the X-Speedflow 0.1 Turf. Many people play and enjoy them. One thing I also appreciate about these is the durability. Until now, no problem with the upper, and the outsole surface doesn't have any cracks. The studs are a little worn because I have run a lot, but it doesn't affect my experience at all. My feet are 25.5 cm long and 10.5 cm wide. For this, I'm going to the side at 7.5 OS, 25.5 cm. So that's my video review about the Predator Elite 2G 3G AG. If you try these and have different experience than me, please share your opinion in the comment section right down below. Right here you can see there's a playlist of my video in English. Click if you want to see more. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.